Hey you guys, it's your girl Mia coming at you from Her Southern Touch. Now I'm here tonight. We're going to make some baked spaghetti. So yeah, baked spaghetti. So get all your contents, what you need, which will be ground beef. Now let me take you over here, what I have, so you'll see. We have ground beef, 1 cup of bell peppers. This is what Mia uses. You use what you like. 1 cup of onions. Now, I like mushrooms, so I add mushrooms. So, I also have some fresh sliced mushrooms that I sliced myself. Okay. I also have 1 can of diced tomatoes, petite, or I could have cut them myself. I have my spaghetti here, so I'm going to walk you through the process. I also have my seasonings, which is garlic powder, seasoned salt, black pepper, and that's about it. You can add a little oregano if you choose to. I also got some hot sauce because Mia like hot sauce in her spaghetti, okay? I also got ketchup, and I also got some cheese that I bought from Aldi. We're going to top it off with the cheese. So my pans are preheated. Now I'm going to disappear off the camera, but you still can hear my voice, and you can hear me walking you through the process of how it's done. So here we go. I'm going to set the camera down, and I hope everybody's having a great evening on tonight, and we're about to get started. Now the ground beef is here, because I didn't show you that. As you can see, ground beef for spaghetti. Now you can use ground turkey, ground chicken, any ground meat you choose to use. It's up to you. You don't have to use ground beef. So we're going to walk through this process, okay? And again, we're doing baked spaghetti. Let's go, people. Something simple, 1 dish. And I'm going to do me some asparagus with it, so I can take my lunch on tomorrow. Saving money. We're all about saving money here in this household. So here we go, people. So here, I'm going to add, my hands have already been washed, ground beef. Skillet has already been warming. Now, I'm not going to use all this ground beef. I'm just going to use a little bit because I'm going to have to make a couple burgers out of half of it. Not half of it, maybe a third of it. So, here we go. Let me turn the camera so you can see. So, ground beef I've added. Turned it up a little bit. As you can see. Just add your ground beef. The skillet was already warm, so I turned it up a little bit so it could just go on and get the sizzling. You can see the smoke or hear it coming out. Okay? Again, this is a simple menu, so it's not like you can't do it. I'm going to save this a little bit because I need to make 2 burgers out of that process. So I'm going to take it over because we have somebody who doesn't like spaghetti. So I'll be nice tonight and make him 2 burgers, okay? I'm going to wash my hands. Okay. I'm going to take my seasonings and add them. Garlic powder, black pepper, a little seasoned salt. Already mixed together. Okay. So I got it going. I'm going to add a little oregano as well. So here we go with the oregano. I bought this at the Dollar Tree for $1. You want to save money, that's what you do. You go to the dollar store, you find some great deals. A little oregano, because we make a spaghetti. I'm going to let that cook. So while that's cooking, I'm going to take my spaghetti that I have here. As you can see, the pot is boiling. Hands already washed because you have to wash them. You touch raw meat. So I'm going to take the spaghetti. Now this is what Mia does. I take the spaghetti and I break it in half. It's too long. I don't want it long. And I think I bought this at Publix. And it might have been for 97 cents. You know, try to keep everything in the dollar range. We're all in the business of saving money, making our dollar go a long way. So I'm just going to break it up. I'm going to use all of this because I'm going to make this spaghetti stretch. I could take lunch for 2 days. Okay? So that's all my spaghetti. We're going to let that boil. Pot is already on. Now, when I want to break up my ground beef, I'm taking a whip and I'm rinsing it off. And I just wait till it cooks, and it's cooking. Now you'll see me add the onions and the bell pepper to this process in a few minutes here. Okay. So here are the bell peppers. I'm going to add them. Onions. Anybody knows Mia know Mia love onions. Going to add the onions to the process. I'm also going to take the spaghetti, just make sure it's moving around. We don't want it to stick, clump up. I got a little salt in this water as well. Okay? The reason why I want to keep it from sticking. So you're just going to blend everything, let it cook. I had to turn this pan up, even though it had been warming, I turned it up a little bit. So just let it cook. And I think I left the seasoning salt out of this, so I'm just going to add a little bit of seasoning salt. A little bit. Okay? So we got that going. Spaghetti boiling. So here we go. It's an easy process. It doesn't take long. I want to let that cook down before I add my mushrooms. So I bring you closer so you can see. I'm picking up the camera so you can see exactly what it looks like, okay? Spaghetti boiling. Set the camera back down. Now remember, Mia is filming herself. Her Southern Touch is filming herself, so we're going to let this go. Let it continue to cook. Smells good. The aroma smells good in the house. Smells good. So we're going to let that cook. I'm going to let the camera roll. So we're going to keep it rolling so you guys can see what's going on. All we're doing is making baked spaghetti. We're going to cook in case the camera cuts off, which I doubt it will, but just in case, we're going to cook the ground beef off until it's brown and seasoned just the way we want. Good flavor. Taste your food. Make sure it's well done. Spaghetti, we're going to cook it, drain it, let it drain and sit. Then we're going to take all the items. You're going to mix it with tomato sauce. Tomato sauce or either ketchup. I use ketchup. Ketchup, diced tomatoes, hot sauce. Bring it all to a mix. I'm going to mix it in like a big bowl. Mix it together. Once it's mixed to a big bowl, I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it in this dish here. Spread, lay it in this dish. Once I lay it in this dish, I'm going to top it off with cheese. And then I'm going to stick it in the oven to let it bake off a little bit. I want the cheese to melt. So it's baked spaghetti. That's all it is. It's the same way, the traditional way. We're just putting cheese on it and we're going to bake it off to make the cheese melt. Okay? As you can see, it's cooking the old school way. Now, I love onions and bell peppers. Love them, but everybody else don't love them. Hey, that's their problem, because I love them. I like them to cook well, do what they do. So again, I stir the spaghetti. Make sure you stir the spaghetti. We don't want them to stick, and we don't want them to turn into clumps. Because I turned it up a little bit, speed up the process. So you have to make sure you're stirring it so that they don't stick. And this is just a spatula that I'm using to make sure it's not stuck to the bottom. That's all. You can use a spoon or whatever. Just make sure you're spinning it around. And make sure that your water covers your noodles. Because if not, it won't cook right. Make sure that the water covers the noodles. Now, most people have a double boiler. I have one, but I didn't go through all that process tonight. So let me get another spoon. Rinse it off. Just stir it around. Make sure it's not sticking. Everything is cooking evenly. Now the ground beef is cooking well. Just stirring it around, making sure nothing is sticking. Everything is cooking evenly. Now that was just a 16-ounce box of spaghetti. That's all. I'm going to add a little more water because it looks like I can use it. Ground beef is going good. And this is my lunch for probably 2 days. Why? This is like taking my lunch. Save money. Keeps me from eating out. In case I don't want something that's on the menu at work, I can always eat what I cooked. Save money. I don't have to go out and buy extra stuff. Buy fast food. I'm trying my best to stay away from the fast food places. It's just not for me anymore. And the best way to do that is to take your lunch or eat a salad. I also got a Caesar salad I can eat with this, so I don't have to do the asparagus. I just thought about it. I could use my Caesar salad that I bought from Aldi. That was on sale for $1.99 on yesterday. So as you can see, ground beef has browned. Now I'm going to add my mushroom because I want my peppers to cook a little more. So I'm going to add my mushrooms. And of course, you can add whatever you like. You don't let nobody tell you what you can't add. You can add whatever you like. Whatever you like to this recipe, add. If you like green onions, scallions, whatever you like, garlic, fresh garlic, whatever you like, add what you like. You know, it's a simple process, and a lot of people like to do, oh, I have to do it this way. No, you can make your recipe. And that's just it. It doesn't have to be the way it was showed to you. We just walk you through a short way of doing it. Do it your way. I know a lot of women who don't cook, so I definitely try to show them. So, of course, you can see that the mushrooms have been added. They've been added. Looking good, and it's dang gone smelling good. Okay? So, here we go. Spaghetti looking good. I'll give it a couple more minutes. And I'm going to put it in a strainer and let it drain. And I'll wash it off with hot water. This is the strainer. Wash it off with hot water. I want all the starch off. Make sure you wash your starchy vegetables. Wash them. Like potatoes, when you cook them, wash them in hot scalding water. You want the starch off. Wash them. I know people sometimes who don't. I wash everything. You know, we got to be careful with what we eat and be safe. And it's always healthier to eat at home. I don't care what nobody tell you. It's healthier. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this process, I'm going to pause the video because it's going to take a little minute. So I'm going to pause it and we'll be right back. If I can pause it. Okay, now Mia's back. So all I did was just continue to let this cook. Pulled a little of the fat off. Now I'm going to add the diced tomatoes. 1 can of diced tomatoes. Just a small can, and this is 16 ounces. No, I take that back. 14 ounces. So I'm just going to add a can of diced tomatoes to the mix. I got mushrooms, onions, diced tomatoes, bell peppers, all of this mix. I pulled some of the fat off the ground beef, and I'm just going to mix it. I got some hot sauce because I like hot sauce in my spaghetti. That's just me. You don't have to do what I do. Do it your way. I got a pan here where I've added some of the spaghetti already to a pan. Now, I sprayed that pan. This is the ground beef that I have to make the burgers out of, so I'm going to move it. So, this is just some regular spaghetti that's cooked. See how it's clear, no problems. I added margarine to it so that it wouldn't stick. So we're just going to let that come to a boil. Let the diced tomatoes cook and the hot sauce. Then I'm going to add some ketchup. I add ketchup. You can add tomato sauce. Add whatever you like. I add ketchup because usually when you make spaghetti, you have to add sugar to take out the bitterness from the tomatoes. So instead of me adding sugar, I just add ketchup because ketchup already has sugar in it. See how that works? Same thing. So if you use tomato paste, add sugar. If you're using ketchup, ketchup has sugar in it already. Just bring it up. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Let it cook. Shouldn't take that long. We're going to turn this mixture. Once it gets hot enough the way we want it, let it cook. You don't have to add sugar because ketchup has sugar in it already. So we're just going to let it simmer a minute. I turned it up a little bit because the ground beef is already done. I'm going to take this mixture, pour it on top of here. Then I'm going to get the rest of the spaghetti, mix it all together. You can use your hands if you like. I'm going to put on gloves if I have to. Now, I usually don't have to. You know why? Say it with me. Her Southern Touch. These are my damn spaghettis. This is my meal. I can do it any way I want, but I do wash my hands. I do work in the kitchen every day, and we practice infection control. It's very important. And the first part of infection control is washing your hands. Okay? So, I'm going to let that come to a boil. Let it simmer, but I'm trying to make sure everything is mixed in. Now, I did pour some of the fat off. I didn't pour all of it off because I don't want all my flavors gone, but I poured a lot of it off. So, let it do for about 2 minutes, and then I'll show you the process. And we're going to mix it together, put it in the oven, bake it off. That's our meal. You can serve it with a salad. You can serve it with green vegetables. Make sure you got you something green. You want to stay regular, people. You want to stay regular. Tired of you walking around angry. I'm not angry, and I don't want you angry around me. So while it's cooking, you can add a little bit while you're waiting. You know, just mixing it all in. Now, usually I use my hands. You got to remember, so it's not just you. This is enough. You're going to mix it all. I'm going to add a little more ketchup. You're also going to add the ketchup to the noodles if you like. So, I do have more ketchup, but we're going to get rid of this because this is it. No need to save it. So, it's turned up now. It's all the way live. So, we're going to dump it over there. Get it stirred up. Just another spoon to get it stirred all up. Now don't get me wrong now. I'll stop in a minute and put my hands in here because it's mine. I'm not making this for nobody else. Now, had I been making it for someone else, maybe I would put on some gloves, but it's mine. This is Mia's lunch. Lunch, as they say, the old people say lunch. So I turned it off. I'm going to take it. I'm going to add it to the pan. I'm just pouring it over there. This is the ground beef. All of it. Get all of that. All that good seasoning. Pan in the sink. And this is the rest of the spaghetti. I'm going to keep stuff clean as I go. So, it's hot. So, you know what? Mia just might have to put on a pair of gloves because it's hot. If I try to mix that with my hands now, I suffer the chances of getting burned because it's hot. But I'm going to try it this way first. So as you can see, we're just mixing it all together. This is spaghetti. Add whatever you like. Mushrooms, tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, tomato sauce, ketchup. Some people add a little sugar. I don't want sugar. Sugar is in the ketchup. That's enough sugar for me. I'm watching my sugar intake. And that's just me. And don't leave that smart on my comment section about how I'm doing this. Because, you know, this is how Mia is doing it. I'm trying to show you something for those who don't know how to cook. There's a lot of y'all out there. And don't come for me unless I send for you. Because if I send for you, you ain't going to like the mail that I'm delivering. So trust me. Just pay attention. Learn something. And as you can see, the mix has come together. You see that? Spaghetti. All I'm going to do is top it off. I'm going to make sure y'all can see good. Let me move the camera down a little bit more. So, I'm going to taste it too. It looks good. And I'm just going to... Yeah, that looks good. Some people like theirs with a lot of ketchup or a lot of tomatoes. I don't. I just want you to keep it, you know. Don't put too much. I don't want heartburn. Now, I'm not a fan of spaghetti, but I'm a fan as long as I make it. So we're going to taste that. I'll make sure it's to Mia's liking. As you can see. That's just how I like it. Just how I like it. If you want to invite me over, do some baked spaghetti. And I'll be satisfied. But you got to do it my way. But you can put your own little twist on it. Now, I'm not here to judge people. Because we are all different in our own little way. And that's a good thing. Because nobody wants to be the same. And I'm just going to top it off with some cheese. Some cheese that I bought at Dollar Tree, honey. For $1. You couldn't beat it with a hammer. You know me, I don't like to spend money. But I do like to make my money go a long way. So I try to shop at 2 stores. That's Dollar Tree or Aldi. You can find me in one of them places. So if y'all looking for me, if it's Aldi or Dollar Tree, here I go. I'm there. So here you go. All you do is take it. Bake it off. Stick it in the oven. And you can put you a little more cheese because I got a little more cheese I'm going to add on there. And that's it, people. That's it. It's your baked spaghetti. You add whatever vegetables you like. It's simple. You know, yes, in the oven, but everything is cooked. All you're doing is melting the cheese. Melting the cheese. See that? And once this get through baking off, I'll take some parsley and add it across the top. Honey. I swear you've been to a 5-star restaurant. Who made this? Don't tell them your secrets. Just tell them don't worry about it. Eat. Eat up. This is baked spaghetti. Okay? So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll be back with that final photo. So it'll be baked spaghetti and Caesar salad. I'm glad I did it because I just realized I got Caesar salad in the refrigerator. Don't have to, you know, cook any vegetables. So we'll save the asparagus for steak. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for just watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. I want to thank you guys for all of that. So I'll be back with the final picture. And Lord have mercy, I just walk you through the process of how to make baked spaghetti. You got to love this shit. All right? Y'all have a good night.